Why some men will never get submission from their wife. My name is Lizzie Olaniyi, also known as Princess Elizabeth. I'm a relationship coach. I'm a certified guardian and counseling therapist. Yeah, why some men will never get submission from their wife. Some kinds of men, not all men, you may be wondering, what on earth can make a woman not submit to her husband? Some of you will say, nothing can justify a woman not being able to submit to her husband. Now, I want to correct you that submission is not something you can force on anyone. It comes naturally. You earn it. So there are some kinds of men that will never get submission from their wife, especially from a real woman. I'm not talking about women who don't know right from left. I'm talking about real women. A man who cannot make simple decision on his own will never get submission from his wife. A man that will always say, for example, my mom said we cannot take that 3-bedroom flat, that we must go for a room and parlor self-contained. And she's my mother and I have to obey her. I'm sorry, Mr. Man. You are still a baby. You are not ripe for marriage. A real woman will never respect you, will never be submissive to you, because you can't make simple decisions. If it is your mother that will tell you, for example, the kind of house that you have to rent, something that you should decide on your own, or you and your wife should sit down and talk about. I'm just giving that as an example. So if a man will always rely on his mother, his uncle, or his auntie before making a simple decision, then that kind of a man can never get submission from his wife. No woman will submit to that kind of a man. Real women will not submit to a man who doesn't know where he's going, who doesn't have foresight. A man who cannot think and act like a matured person will never get submission. If you are a man that cannot provide solution to things in the house, that you have to wait for someone else before you can decide. No, it's someone else that will have to decide for you. No woman, no real woman will submit to that kind of a man. So that means you are not ripe enough for marriage. That means you should not have been married in the first place. So women want someone they can run to, they can rely on when there is problem or challenges. Someone that will be like a father figure who can provide solution to certain things that are happening around them. A woman we have confidence in a man who has confidence in himself, who knows what he wants and where he's going. So if you are a man and you want submission from your wife, then you should step up your game. Learn to be wise. Be a wise person. Think ahead of time. Don't allow challenges to meet you unaware. Mr. Man, if your wife can pray better than you, tell me why she should submit to you. Tell me. If your wife can sacrifice for the children, can go to any length to provide for the family, and you say, I cannot come and die, I cannot kill myself, I should go and steal me, and you fold your arms, and you want a real woman to be submissive to you, then you are making mistakes. You are making a very big mistake. If you are not patient enough, you are not tolerant enough, if your wife is better than you in all those places, all those instances, when she can pray better than you, she can fast, she can go to any length to provide solution to certain issues, and you are there saying, my wife will do it, and when she comes, she knows what to do, she will do it. I'm not saying you should not, respect your wife or depend on her, but as a man, you should be man enough to do those things by yourself. You only need the support of your wife. She can only give you suggestion on or advice. So it is now left for you to decide whether to accept that suggestion or advice. But if a woman finds out that or sees that you can't even think on your own, you can't even stand on your own, when problem comes, you don't have that confidence to face problems or challenges, no woman will, that kind of a woman will not submit to you. So submission is what you earn. It's not about saying, I am the head of this family. No, you don't have to say it. Everybody knows you are the head. We are seeing you physically as the head, but in action, within you, inside, what are you inside? So it's not a matter of saying it. You don't even need to say it. Your action will make people know that truly you are the head of the family. If your wife does not have a kind of, how will I put it now that you will not misunderstand me, a kind of fear, not really fear, it's still respect, and your wife will be like, my husband will not want this, maybe in the presence of the extended family, my family members, no, I don't want to do this, I don't want to disrespect my husband, I don't want to get him angry. But if it's like, don't worry, whatever we give him, he will take, does he have any option? He may not even say it with her mouth, but the action speaks louder than voice. So those kind of men, it will be very difficult for a woman to submit to them. So as a man, you need to be man enough. You need to stand up. Nobody is saying you should do more than your capacity, but let us see that you have that zeal, that you are higher in those aspects of life. You need to be more patient than your wife. You need to be more tolerant than your wife. You need to be spiritually empowered more than your wife as the head of the family. If your wife is higher than you in all those places, I'm not talking about educational background. The fact that some people, your wife can be more educated than you, but you see that woman will not be able to do anything without you, because it's not about education. It's not about education. Some people go to school and they don't have this intellectual, they don't have intellect. Being brilliant is different from being intelligent. Brilliancy is just in one aspect, maybe in the aspect of academics. But when it comes to being intelligent, it is being able to find your way around different situations, different circumstances. You are intelligent. You can improvise. You can find solution to simple things that are happening around you. So please, don't force a woman to be submissive to you if you are lacking in those areas. If you are lacking in those aspects, you need to step up your game. You have to earn it. You don't force it. You don't force it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you need help in any way, give me a DM. I'll be there.